And I need to fix the cameras. How you doing, folks? We are back. Sorry we missed last week, but hey,
This is the
holidays.
holidays.
Don't like it? You can deal with it.
We had a water issue here last week, but it's fixed now. It's working. We'll get into some. It's mostly going to be talking about the referees because
Yeah.
I have some things to say about this again with the fucking targeting rule.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Uh, we'll go over the scores. Did you do the
I was
thing?
able to, yes.
Okay, so Heather got that done. Fantasy football is in its finals.
Mm-hmm.
The two best teams, the two best fantasy football are not
Doing
really.
it, yeah. They're not holding up to the start.
One ended up losing in the first round, and the other one lost in the second
No, the other one
Yep.
is up for third place right now.
round.
Yeah, they lost in the first and second
Oh,
rounds.
second round,
Yeah. So
semifinal. So
Yep.
we'll get in, you guys can get into that. Let's get her started. Go ahead.
do you want to start with the rants or do we want to go over scores?
Why don't you go over the scores quick? We'll talk about the games themselves. We'll talk about the.
We're dealing with DuckDuckGo, so you gotta give us a second. It doesn't always give me the screen here, so. How we played a lot. The first game, Jaguars at the Jets. Jaguars with a surprising win.
Not really a surprise to me.
You picked the Jets.
I did pick the Jets, but it just tells me the Jaguars are
On the way up.
the Jaguars are one of those teams you better look the fuck out for.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Jets. Zach Wilson sucks. What did I say when the Jets drafted him? I said, "What has this kid done
He
with the
was
competition
overdrafted.
level that he was playing against? He didn't play anybody. I mean, name me a good football team that he did really well against in
Exactly.
college. That translates to him being that. Do you know all the pundits were like, oh, he has that it factor, that escapability, that I'm like, what the fuck are they watching? He's playing against Division 1 AA teams essentially every
Mm-hmm.
game. How good is he? You
Yep.
know, I didn't see it, and I don't know what people are looking at him. Sam Darnold is gangbusters right now. What did I fucking
Mm-hmm.
say? That the Panthers will get there, but the Panthers are another team. They have a shot at the playoffs.
Yep,
And
they do.
nobody thought they had a shot at the playoffs.
Well, everyone thought the NFC South was just going to run through Tampa Bay. They didn't anticipate Tampa Bay being this bad.
I knew Tampa Bay wasn't going to be that good. I
I
knew it. Do you want to know why I knew Tampa Bay wasn't going to be that good? What did I say at the beginning of the year? They lost their entire offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Once they lost that, Tom Brady has
Shit.
shit. Not shit, because he did, but he has to adjust.
And you don't know how to do that.
Yep. He doesn't know how to do that
Well,
on the
he does
fly.
now, but they wait until the fourth quarter to do it. It's like,
Yeah.
so
He doesn't know how to do it. He can't do it on the fly.
Well,
correct.
Next game, Bengals at the Patriots. Bengals win 22-18.
So right now, the Bengals are probably the second best team in the AFC. I don't think they're that good.
No.
No.
They're not that good. They're just playing
And
well.
this isn't a knock on the Patriots, but the Patriots are one of those teams. Mac Jones is another guy.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. He looked good last year because he had Josh McDaniels.
And
Here's
for some reason, the offensive line actually played well last year.
but here is the thing with the Patriots. Matt Patricia is not the fucking problem.
Not the only problem.
No, he's not the fucking problem.
He's not the only problem.
It's all about the players executing. All he's doing is calling plays. That's it. He's not fucking running the offense. He's calling the plays. That's
If
it.
he does another stream pass, we're going to break that pencil that he keeps. So that drives me nuts.
It's not his fault though. He's just calling the plays. Whoever the offensive coordinator is, and it's not Matt Patricia because I did state that.
He's the offensive play caller, though.
Yeah. So what?
That's basically what the offense. That's always been in New England under the purview of the offensive coordinator.
Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator for the Patriots.
Yes, and he called the offensive plays.
But just because
Usually the
person is a defensive guy does not mean that he doesn't know how to. He was a head coach.
He pissed off the entire state of Detroit, which is impressive, actually.
It is. I mean, Detroit did do decent for most of the season while he was there.
He did for 2 years. They were good, and then everybody figured out
what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
So Matt Patricia's not the problem.
Mm.
He's the one there. That's what I'm saying. Look, you can sit here and tell me.
He's not the only problem.
It is the execution of the players on the field. There is
I know.
it just seems like there is no. I've watched the New England Patriots 5 times this year. There is no. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a lack of effort on execution.
Yeah.
They can run the ball. You can't throw it.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yep.
I am not saying that Matt Patricia isn't the problem, but I don't think he is the problem. Whoever is drawing up these plays doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And I don't think that's Matt Patricia. That's all I'll say. Go ahead.
Was there something you wanted to rant about, Tim?
It's more about rules that they have, and that.
It's not in that game.
There are so many. There's one rule in the NFL that, when it is enforced, cannot be challenged, overturned, or reviewed at all.
Can we wait on the rules stuff? That'll be part of the race.
That's fine. I'll sit on it.
Is there anything with this game? Because you probably watched. Is there anything with this game? Because I did. Is there anything with this game?
Not overly. It's just a ruling. I saw it triggered something with me, but
okay.
I'll come back to it. It's cool.
Right. Next game, Giants at the Vikings. Vikings win 27-24.
If the Vikings are so good, why are they barely winning games?
Let me stop. I can't turn the chair right now, so just stop.
You see what I'm? Do you see where I'm going with this league right now? There is no real one outstandingly great team.
No, there really isn't.
That's all I'll say.
I mean, are they a good team? Yes.
Oh, sure. They're 11 and 3 or 12 and 3.
A great team? No. I don't give them.
There's no one standout team this year at all.
No, it's.
Eagles.
No. We'll get to your Eagles.
We'll get to the Eagles.
Next game is Seahawks at the Chiefs. Chiefs won 24-10. Pretty expected.
Yep.
Next game, Bills at the Bears. 35-13 Bills. Again, pretty expected because it's the Bills.
The Bears are a team that has a quarterback that has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They have a great run game, but the NFL,
that won't do you any good in today's NFL.
You've got to be able to throw the ball in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not that Justin Fields can't; he just never has fucking time to do it.
Yeah. There's an offensive line that's a problem too.
Yeah,
Well, that is the problem.
and it's
Yeah.
another legit point for us this week with Panthers taking on the Lions, 37-23 Panthers.
Yep, Panthers they're one of those teams
The,
that
they need to
Well,
win
they're-
out, I think.
They're finally getting their team together to a point that they're actually working as a team.
too
Yeah,
late.
I think they need to win. If I remember those scenarios right, I think they need to win out to get in.
They do, yes.
Well, they do play Tampa Bay, so if they win next week,
If they win this week against Tampa, and win next week against, I think they're playing Atlanta. No.
either way, if Tampa Bay wins out, they win the division. But if Tampa Bay goes 1-1 and Carolina wins out, Carolina wins the division.
Yep.
Yeah.
If both go 1-1, Tampa wins the division.
Yeah.
Next game, we got Falcons at the Ravens, 17-9 Ravens.
Again, the Ravens are winning without a lot of key players.
Yeah.
Now, they did go out, they did pick up Sammy Watkins, but Packers got rid of Sammy Watkins because he doesn't know how to fucking run routes.
Yeah. I want everybody to bear in mind, I was busy running around trying to cook Christmas Eve dinner while these games were going.
Did not. This game wasn't on TV. It was actually on Red Zone, and there not much happened. And
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't.
already.
Well, it
You-
wasn't. It wasn't even. I don't think they got the Red Zone, but maybe once in this game. So
Mhm.
it wasn't. It wasn't like it was a showcase game.
Yeah.
Again, the Ravens are going to win games like this until they get Lamar Jackson back.
And
Mhm.
next up, we got Saints at the Browns. Saints coming up big
This
with a
shocked me.
17-10 win.
I thought the Browns were going to win this game just by the way they've been playing and who they have back. I'm starting to think Deshaun Watson is not the answer.
No. I didn't
Not
think he was
saying
going to
he-
be either. For
I'm
the
not
Browns.
saying he isn't a good. He's been out for almost 2 years, so he still has rust. So that's all I'll say about that.
Next game, Texans shocking everybody with a win, 19-14 against the
Oh.
Titans.
So here, and Cody, I'm speaking directly to you, and I've told him this. I don't think they have.
You keep talking, I'm gonna get her some tummy drops.
The receivers aren't the problem. Again, it's play calling. They rely way too much on Derrick Henry. If you put 9 guys in the box, Malik Willis has got to be able to throw. I understand he's a rookie, but 9 guys in the box against. Come on, man. There's something there that just the play calling's just not very good.
Mhm.
It's not the receivers. They went out. They got Treylon Burks, who I think he's a first round pick, maybe a second round pick. He was a first round talent.
Oh no,
They
they
have
traded AJ
they
Brown.
have Robert Woods, who came over from the Rams. He was their best receiver until Cooper Kupp became that, which made Robert Woods expendable. They have a good core of running backs. They have a solid tight end. I don't think it's the receivers. I think it's they rely too much on the run game and their defense. That's when I see them play. When I see them play the Packers, even then I'm like, this team, it's just there's nothing there that shouts this team is play calling. It is all play calling with the Titans. So whoever the offensive coordinator is, they need to revamp how they do things. Because the running game and the passing game have to complement one another.
Mhm.
You can't just focus too much on the running game, and I understand Derrick Henry, 6'4", 250 pounds. But man, he's only going to be good for about another 2-3 years if you keep running him the way you do. He's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And two, again, to have young receivers. Robert Woods isn't, but so it's not like the Titans have a bad receiving core. It is more or less the play calling. You have to put those players in a position. It's a lot like what game was it? The first game? No, it's the same. The same thing. The same with the Patriots. Yes. You got to put your players in a position to make plays. I don't see that with either team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next game is Commanders at 49ers, with the 49ers win 37-20.
49ers is the second best team in the NFC. They may just be the best team in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
They have a better defense than Philadelphia does. They have right now their offense is clicking on all cylinders. I know Jalen Hurts is out, but I don't know, man. I don't trust Philadelphia right now. We'll get to it, which is the next game. I think that the Eagles needed to lose because they were getting way too overconfident, and you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they're not good; they were just getting way too overconfident with the way they were playing.
That's
They
like
were like, well, we can make a mistake and we can make up for it. Well, when you make the play, and this is the problem the Packers had the last 2 years. Okay, they didn't. If the Packers didn't make mistakes, they won. If they made mistakes, they lost. You look at their playoff game last year against the 49ers. Didn't make any offensive mistakes, but there were mistakes made that cost them that game. And the Eagles are in that right there with the Packers on this.
From her ear. Next game is Eagles at the Cowboys,
Now
40-34.
I'm gonna let Rayshon do this thing. Go ahead, buddy.
I
I don't know if he's there.
He's there. He's muted. He must. I watched the second half of this game. The Eagles again. They just look overconfident going into this game. They were like, "Oh, it's just we don't need." It made it sound like, well, we can just plug and play. That's how good
Yep.
we are.
Well, that was like out with the report that they sent.
I was reading that from the pregame show. Oh, you can just plug and play. Just put Gardner Minshew in there. Gardner Minshew is the reason the fucking Philadelphia Eagles lost this game. The defense is also the reason that they lost this game.
Yeah.
Because they did not execute their playbook. That's on coaching. But the Eagles are pretty good, have a pretty good coaching staff, and can correct that. They need Jalen Hurts back. This is how much Jalen Hurts being out hurts the Eagles. Now, the Eagles need to be careful because Jalen Hurts may not play this week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if they lose and Minnesota wins, they're done. Then it comes down to next week. The final game of the week here.
Home field in the playoffs.
Well, that's just who gets the number one seed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I think the 49ers would win that then. I think the 49ers they're the 2 seed right now.
Yeah, and I think the 49ers can beat just either of those teams.
I don't think the 49ers can beat, well, I shouldn't say that. I think they can. I think the 49ers are probably the best team. I had 49ers picked at the beginning of the season to go to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that?
It may happen.
It may happen.
Yep.
It's still there. Is Rayshon, are you there at all?
And next game is Raiders at the Steelers.
I don't know.
Steelers win with 13-10.
I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. I've seen that they're benching David Carr. This is why Josh McDaniels should not be a head coach. I don't know why he's being benched, but did he have a bad game? I don't know. I didn't see it.
You're not sitting right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Next game is Packers at Dolphins.
That was a nail biter.
Not a nail biter. It was annoying as fuck. Like, the Packers win this game 26-20.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Dolphins are what do you call them? They're definitely a contender, not a contender.
Mm-hmm. They've been they've been able to benefit from the fact that the AFC East is wide open. Even Buffalo isn't the game buster.
I think Buffalo is the best team in the NFL. I don't think anybody's beating Buffalo. I think Buffalo has.
I think the only one that has a chance in the AFC of beating Buffalo is Kansas City, and Kansas City has to be at home.
Yes.
Yes, they have to be. The Dolphins, they were up 20-10 at one point, and Tua is the same as Zach Wilson. I'm not seeing it. I said it when this kid. Yes, he made some nice throws in the first half, but that was just because the Packers were playing shitty defense.
Thank you.
That had nothing to do with Tua being great. You had the Packers playing fucking suck ass defense.
They play zone defense in the NFL. It's going to get picked apart by any quarterback halfway decent.
They weren't putting any pressure on the quarterback. They weren't fucking doing anything right. They were just
Mm-hmm.
like a lumpy log. They didn't care. And then they came out and fucking exploded.
Yep.
26-20. Tua threw 4 interceptions in this game?
3.
3 in the fourth quarter.
3 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And they were decisions that even Zach Wilson doesn't make. Zach Wilson doesn't even make those throws.
Yeah, everyone was able to catch this game because there was only one game in each time slot on Christmas Day.
Yep. Which is okay.
Yeah.
The Broncos at the Rams, and the Rams destroyed the Broncos. Nathaniel Hackett gets fired. I think the only reason that they hired Nathaniel Hackett is they thought they were getting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel too.
Is Russell Wilson a bad quarterback? No. I don't think he fits into the system that they were trying to run.
No.
They were trying to run a pocket passer system.
Russell Wilson can throw from the pocket. He is really good. He did it at Wisconsin, but he has the escapability. He's not a run first quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He is a drop back pocket passer. He's a faster version of Aaron Rodgers, if that makes sense. He can elude a pass rush if he has to. Now he is getting older. I think he's like 31, 32 years old. So
yeah.
I mean that's gonna happen with age. But I don't think Russell Wilson is the problem. That was the coaching staff.
This time around, yes.
Again, they have a good defense. That's what happened to the defense. Because they were playing fucking Rams. The Rams suck.
Yes, they do.
Next game is Buccaneers at the Cardinals. Not an unexpected win here at 19-16.
Well, it's an unexpected win because the Buccaneers should have won this game by a lot more than
they should have won it outright.
The Cardinals are not very good.
No, they're
They
not.
made Trace McSorley look really good in this game at times. Their defense is not good. Tom Brady looks like a 45-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even making the throws that he was making last year.
No,
How many interceptions? He had 3 interceptions in this game.
something like that. Yeah. Part of the problem is he doesn't have a. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. It's just his offensive line is in shambles.
No, those interceptions were his fault.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying at the same time, his offensive line is in shambles too. It's a statement of fact.
Well, Tom Brady's supposed to be the fucking GOAT.
The
Tom Brady's
we.
supposed to be the fucking GOAT. He should fucking adjust to that. This is why I have said over and over and over and over and over again that Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. He is proving me right this year. Prove me wrong. Is Aaron Rodgers having a great year? Nobody's having a better year than Tom Brady is. In fact, he had a better year than Tom Brady last year. He had a better year than Tom Brady the year before. Won the MVP 2 times. He's a better quarterback. So
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady is ruining his legacy by playing this year.
Mm-hmm.
He has been exposed for what he really is.
And the final game is Chargers at the Colts, and Chargers destroyed Colts 20-3.
Now
Yep.
we can get into the rants, and I want to get into the rants with this.
How you doing, Beersy?
Sorry, Jersey, we didn't see the shit. What's up, that hit by Derwin James was not an ejectable offense.
No, they saw it and they're like, "Ooh, that looks bad. We're gonna eject him." No.
He hit his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're not gonna make it reviewable, like to review whether or not it's a penalty, I don't mind you throwing the flag because looking at it at full speed.
So hold on a second, and I'll let you go. It is a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Being a defenseless receiver. That I'm okay with. However, being ejected for that, a little harsh. A little harsh. What are we going to do? We might as well just start playing two-hand touch in the NFL.
Flag football, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what these referees are looking. I understand player safety. I get it. They're wearing fucking helmets. He hit him in the shoulder. And it deflected to his helmet. This is why I say they need to put the words intent. You can tell if somebody's trying to hurt somebody. I mean, like really trying to hurt somebody. Derwin James was just trying to put a big hit on the guy, not trying to hurt him. It just happened. He hurt himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enough with it. These referees in the NFL needs to really evaluate these rules. They suck. Every fucking rule. They might as well just go to two-hand touch.
Yeah.
You can't touch a receiver. You can't touch a receiver. You can't. I'm rewatching the Packer game, and there was a play in the first quarter on the first drive, the second drive. Yeah, the second drive. And first drive. And Christian Watson was wide open. The defensive back didn't even look back for the ball, and he tackled him, and they didn't call it pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a loss with these referees. I really don't know what the hell to say anymore. I'm sick and tired. I am honestly sick and tired of every week bitching about the fucking referees.
Yep.
I just don't understand it. That's all I have to say. Tim, how about you, brother?
Okay. Okay, so if you didn't catch it at the end of the Patriots and Bengals game, there was some people say there was a controversial call that there was that they should have that there was a potential for forward progress being stopped on Ramondre Stevenson's run where he fumbled it. I won't get into it. I don't think his forward progress was stopped. I can understand why they didn't blow dead.
I'd
My
have
issue
to
is the fact that
go ahead.
that's the only rule where in the NFL where if you that is not reviewable.
Mm-hmm.
The referees can say, "Oh, it's forward progress to stop," and that's it. You can't challenge it. You can't go back for a review on it. Nothing. That's how it is. And that's you got to deal with it. And more often than not, I've seen these referees just call that, and that's all. That's the end of the play. It's like, why are we doing this? Next part. Oh, and then the other one was the week prior. We weren't on after this game. At the end of the Patriots and Raiders game, they had a bunch of plays at the end of games that were controversial. That's why. Play in the end zone where they ruled that he was inbounds. I don't agree. I can understand why they called him inbounds. I don't agree with it.
I'm confused. What player are you talking about?
Derek Carr passes to the back left corner of the end zone, and and the Raiders guy catches it, and it looks like he's out of bounds, but he is not. But they rule him inbounds, and so it goes to review. They rule him inbounds because there's no clear, definitive view of it.
Okay, then that's. I honestly agree with that rule, though. If you can't definitively see whether
that is my problem.
Huh?
That is my problem.
What's
That's
the problem?
not my problem.
What's your problem?
I'm not gonna. I think they got the call wrong, but I'm not gonna. I don't really. But that's my opinion.
But what? Okay, so what was his leg down? So I don't understand what play you're talking about. So was it a toe tap? Was it a toe tap?
Yes, it was.
So was it another? Because you got to remember, did his calf go down?
No, it was just the toes. But they ruled him to be inbounds because there wasn't enough evidence to rule him as being out of bounds.
I mean, you can't really blame them for that.
That's not my problem. Not my problem with
what's your problem?
The fact that they ruled that. My problem with the fact is you couldn't get a good angle at it, yet this league right now is $1 billion league, and probably in some of our lifetimes it will wind up being $1 trillion league, and they don't want to buy better cameras to get better views on these lines.
I mean,
every time someone brings up putting pylon cameras or putting more cameras out, the league cries poverty, which is a fucking joke. That's my problem. This league,
that's not. I agree with the camera thing. They can zoom in on that stuff.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. You can't have 35,000 cameras at the fucking, because then people won't be able to see. I get it.
There's not enough cameras for this league. You need a few more cameras.
Like, do you want a camera at every corner?
The league can afford it.
But again, Tim, I understand what you're saying, but my point is, if you do that, there's not going to be any room for, there's going to be more cameras at the game than there is going to be fans. You don't want that. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. And I do kind of agree with you on the camera thing. But having fucking a camera here, a camera there, a camera here, a camera there, a camera here, a camera there.
It's more the lead crime poverty when they can afford it, though.
But again, here's the thing. The technology that they need to use is the zoom in on cameras. They can zoom in.
Either that or take the approach that the World Cup took and put a sensor in the balls and put sensors in the grass.
See, the problem is you're taking the human element. Okay, so soccer, taking the human element out of the game.
I'm saying you can. There are ways to fix it, but
I mean, if you're gonna do that, just put sensors on the fucking players and say, it's.
Well,
there's a holding call on every play. So there's a holding call on every play. You and I both know this.
Yeah.
It happens on every play. There's a holding call on every play. And if they do that, I've heard people say, well, they need to put sensors on their pads. Well, if you do that, the fucking sensor's going to go off every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Because the guy, you might as well not even touch the guy, because if you do, you're going to get flagged.
Yeah, you're going to have holding on every play.
Doing the sensor thing, what you could do is not have a camera, but put a sensor, like an invisible laser,
a laser fence almost
on, grid it, on each corner, so that way, if his foot steps out of bounds, but then again, it's going to go off every single fucking time because he's going to be going out of bounds anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking hard to actually enforce that, because
I realize that.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and I do agree with you. They need to be better. They have the technology to zoom in and get a really good look. They can time up different camera angles.
Yeah.
They can do so many things, but to have 45 cameras, I don't even know how many cameras they have.
Well, they don't have a pylon camera.
Not anymore. They used to.
Well, they do, but that's not used as part of the
reviews. That's just for the action shows.
So
cable company.
So
they don't have a review camera for pylons.
That is not the NFL's job to have those cameras. In my eyes, that is the network's job, because they do use the network's camera angles to make.
Yes, they do. All the camera angles that we have.
So we can sit here, and I'm not saying you're wrong with the NFL here. But we could also shit on the networks for not having the proper cameras.
Yeah, and you know what? The networks make billions of dollars off their network license deals.
NFL. So it is what it is. And I get what you're saying. I just think it's a little overboard to have
5 million cameras.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 cameras at each corner of the end zone, and then you have
the Sky Dome.
You're going to have the fucking Sky camera, and then you're going to have another fucking camera at each fucking yard marker. That's a lot of fucking cameras.
Yeah, but the NFL, Belichick put it to a vote years ago for the pylon cameras. The NFL said, well, we don't have the money for that. But that's where I call bullshit on it.
But it's not the NFL's job to provide those cameras. Because when you're watching, here's the thing. When you're watching the game, you're not watching the NFL network. You're actually
you're watching the
CBS, ESPN, or NBC.
Yes, but a lot of the cameras are provided by the NFL.
Or the NFL network. The NFL network actually has... Well, no, they don't anymore because they don't have live games anymore.
Right.
Which doesn't make any sense
It really doesn't either.
NFL Network. We don't have live games because we hoard ourselves out to Amazon.
We do replays. Well, they didn't sell out to Amazon, but so Amazon is
I
another
like my
place.
answer better.
Amazon has they have they provide cameras. So it's NBC, ABC, ESPN, CBS, ESPN, and Amazon.
Fox.
Fox. They all provide
Yeah.
camera angles for these teams. Can the
Yeah.
NFL provide them money to help pay for that stuff?
Yeah. But you make billions of dollars every year, and they fight poverty.
But again, I get the NFL. I get we're shitting on the NFL, but it's not wholly the NFL's fault.
No,
it's these networks.
But these networks make billions of dollars too off their TV contract.
So my point is, instead of just shitting on the NFL for this, let's shit on the networks for doing this.
Oh, I will. I'm willing to do that too.
Provide the camera. I'm not going to blame the NFL for that.
I'm not going to blame only the NFL for that.
I'm not going to blame the NFL at all. It's not their job. They can make a suggestion. Hey,
quiet.
I think we need to.
Rayshon's back.
So Rayshon, let's go back to the Eagles and Cowboys. Do you have anything to say?
Can they hold the ball? Miles Sanders. There was a fumble with Miles Sanders, Minshew. There was a couple of interceptions.
So fumbles happen.
Yeah,
Miles Sanders has played really well this year.
Oh, he did.
I don't know if you heard what I said.
No, I was going through stuff.
They needed to lose. They need to. They had to lose because they were getting way too overconfident. And I seen it on the pregame. The coach even said, we can just plug and play. We're that good. Come on.
No.
You
you can't be like that.
You can't plug Gardner Minshew in for Jalen Hurts and expect him to do what Jalen Hurts can do.
Right.
Not fucking happen.
Not just that. I'm going to go.
Especially you have the Cowboys is a decent team to be, they defense came hard on them. They couldn't break their defense.
Not just that, but if you remember, I think it was a week prior, there was a report out that the Eagles sent like 35 Philly cheesesteaks to Doug Peterson for them for Jacksonville beating Dallas. Yep. Heather remembers
I do.
Report. Yep. They needed to lose that game, Rayshon, because they were getting so full of themselves.
There's nothing wrong with being confident, but I think the Eagles are still a very young team.
Yes.
On the offensive side of the ball, especially in their skill players.
Yep.
Hurts is only a third-year quarterback. They're talking about Jalen Hurts being
MVP. The league.
Well, he will be the MVP.
Yeah, probably will be.
Justifiably so, but I don't think he's the best quarterback in the league.
No.
I'm not saying he's not one of them. He's and I've said it. Rayshon knows this. I said Jalen Hurts will get better. He's going to get progressively. He's going to become better. He's just not.
He actually gotten better.
Yeah.
He's got the support around him,
right,
to be that good right now. Yeah. Now imagine when he figures it all the fuck out. Yep. How good he will be. Will he be that good? I don't know, man. I mean, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be great. But I don't think he's gonna reach the level of an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady. I still say that Justin Herbert is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow. I still say that
Joe Burrow is benefiting from having the skill players around him that Justin Herbert never mind, the wrong guy. I thought you said Justin Fields.
I was just going to say Justin.
There's too many Justins out there.
So Justin Herbert has those weapons back now, and you see how well he is playing.
Yes, I agree. He adds all those weapons back now. You're right.
With Joe Burrow, he has. I think Justin Herbert has played. You take away the players that Joe Burrow has, and Joe Burrow is just a quarterback.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, to me, can make plays. I'm not saying Joe Burrow can't make plays, but he's not as he won't be. In my eyes, in the future, down the road, I think Justin Herbert's going to end up being the better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Tua Tagovailoa was taken ahead of him. Mistake. Imagine
Oh,
how
yeah.
good the Miami Dolphins would be with Justin Herbert as a quarterback.
Yep.
I think they would probably be the best team in the AFC East. Oh, yeah. Because I think he's better than Josh Allen.
Especially if they did the offensive moves that they've done now. If they had Justin Herbert, yeah, they probably would be better than the Bills.
But back to the Eagles. The Eagles needed to lose this game. Now they can, and I don't think they're going to have Jalen Hurts back for this game. He still might be.
No, I think Jalen Hurts has come back in the playoffs.
Yes, I don't think he's playing in this game, and if he's not playing well, here's the thing. Don't say that. Because if they lose this week and the 49ers win, 49ers are the number one seed.
Yeah, I think we need to win like two games.
You have to
Cowboys
finish with a better
2
record
games.
than the 49ers. You have to. If I remember correctly.
The number one seeds are still up for grabs on both sides, AFC and NFC.
That is correct. That's what we really like fighting for right now. Like, I don't know, they just need to get their shit together. That's all. Like I was saying, like the overconfidence.
I wouldn't say they need to get their. I wouldn't say they need to get their shit together. It's 13-2.
I was gonna say they've done damn good all season.
It's just they're going through what every team goes through at the end of the year. That goes through it at the beginning of the year. Jalen Hurts is hurt. Jalen Hurts. Without Jalen Hurts, the Eagles are not. They're just another football team.
Yeah.
Okay, correct. But my thing is like you can't just be over, like you can't be comfortable. That's what happens with the Commanders.
That is on the coaching staff. That is on the coaching staff. The players got too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They lost. Hopefully the players realize, hey, we can't get too comfortable. Yes, we're 13-2. But we're getting to the playoffs. We lost to a playoff team.
Yep.
2 games they've lost to playoff teams. That's not good.
Well,
I mean, the Packers who are fighting for fate, they're lucky in that game, and they were at full force in that game. This is why I said I don't think there's any one team in the NFL that is that great.
Not really, no. So we lost to Washington too, I believe, right?
Yeah, we lost to Washington.
Yeah.
But people are saying Derek Carr. You mean David Carr?
No, his name is Derek Carr.
Well, there's 2 of them. There's a brother too.
Yeah, Derek Carr is still in the league. David Carr is not in the league yet.
Okay, I was going to say Derek Carr isn't going anywhere.
I read that they sent him out.
There's rumors
they
that
they benched him. I don't know why. It's like Stidham. They think Stidham's the answer. Get the fuck out of here.
There's rumors that he's on his way out. I saw.
Well, if he's on his way out, then Devontae Adams is going to want out.
I'm just telling you, I saw a couple of reports, but I didn't see them coming from.
This is why Josh McDaniel. This is why Josh McDaniel needs to be fired. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Uh-huh.
He's ruined 2 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason. Josh McDaniel is the reason why Peyton Manning left Denver. He's the reason why he retired. I mean, no, he was getting ready to, but I think Peyton Manning had one more year in him. But Josh McDaniel showed up. Josh McDaniel is a terrible head coach.
He's a great offensive coordinator. Not a very
Terrible
good head
offensive
coach.
Terrible
There's
head coach.
rumors that it's looking more and more likely Bill O'Brien's coming back to the NFL. Is it going to be New England? Maybe. Could be somewhere else also.
I've heard that he will become the offensive coordinator for the Patriots.
That's what I've heard too, yes.
But other than that, is there anything else you want to talk about, Rayshon, with the Eagles? I think the Eagles will be fine.
Lane Johnson got like a stomach injury or whatever the case may be.
Well, he got hurt. He got hurt. I don't know what happened to him, but we'll see.
He got injured.
We'll see. The Eagles need to just play their style of football. That's just it. Don't be too overconfident. Just play football, man. Just play football. And that's exactly what they did. I've done all year, just played football, and they just, for some reason, got too overconfident.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have anything else.
I didn't get to watch the games because I was busy running around cooking Christmas Eve dinner.
She was.
So I can't say anything about the Ravens and how they played. So.
And also they didn't show much of that game on
Red Zone, so.
I only watched the Eagles game. I didn't even watch Red Zone. I saw that the Eagles was playing, like I could actually see the game. So I was like, oh shit, let me watch the game.
See, that's where you're the curse. Quarter. That's what it is. You can't watch the games. You gotta watch Red Zone from now on.
I turned it off mid fourth quarter. I was like, fuck this shit. I ain't gonna sit here and watch this defeat.
No, we saw the block of all caps text in the chat.
Yep, I remember seeing that.
Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this.
So let's get to the Go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay. Are you guys ready to get to the game picks? We're going to Week 16. 2 weeks left in the regular season.
Week 17.
Well. Get on the 16th game, motherfucker. All right? Yeah. All right.
But I'm right. Week 17.
You show leaderboard.
That's what I thought you were going to have me do first, and then.
No, that's fine. Let's get to the leaderboard.
Our current scores. JP is still in the lead. Tim, you're catching up to him. Trek is right on your heels. Alpha is right behind you. Cody, what the fuck are you doing, man?
What the fuck are you and Rayshon doing? That's what I want to fucking know.
Hey, I beat you this week, though.
Okay. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Look at the fucking leaderboard.
I'm still coming for you, JP.
Yeah, okay.
Football
next year, maybe?
Not over. It's not over yet.
Okay. Yeah, whatever their big shooter. So there's the leaderboard. There's Rayshon's walking 16 points behind me. Now, like next year, like I said, we're gonna pick a game. Pick 4 games. I think is that what we decided?
Something like that. Yeah, I'd have to go back and review the tape.
We'll go over it. We'll decide how we're gonna do it.
On to the weekly games. Starting off with a rabble rouser here.
No.
Shush. Cowboys at the Titans.
This is not going to be a rabble
rouser. The fact that he couldn't detect the sarcasm just explains everything about his personality.
I could detect the sarcasm.
You married him.
Well, it ain't legal yet.
Cowboys, they're going to hit like 50 points.
The Cowboys will beat the Titans.
Cowboys.
Now watch, this is the week the Titans sit there and fucking wake up.
I don't think that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, yeah, that works.
Both of them beat the Cowboys.
I know. Next game is Steelers at Ravens. That's a rivalry game. They always give each other fits.
And the defense of the Ravens, I think, is the answer here. They're going to do enough on offense, just like they have done.
Right, Sean?
Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Brain couldn't comprehend there for a second.
Yeah, because he said
Brainworms.
Tim, you said Ravens?
Yes, I did.
You never know.
If Ben was still there, I would say maybe, but he's not there anymore.
I would agree with that.
Oh, yay, the game we can all take a nap. Cardinals at the Falcons.
The reason we can't take a nap during this game is because other games are going to be going on at the same time.
What's the better, worst team from the two?
I go with the home team. For me personally, I think the Falcons are a better team because they still have, I think they have an outside shot at the playoffs. I'm not sure.
Yeah, everyone. I think everyone in the NFC South still has a shot.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that though. I'm going with Falcons also.
Anything. Gotcha.
All right, so Tim, what are you going with?
Falcons.
All right, Sean?
I'll go with the Falcons as well.
And the next game is Dolphins at the Patriots. I think this one's going to be pretty easy. Although Tua is in concussion protocol for the third time.
And they ruled him out.
Yep.
They did rule him out. Teddy Bridgewater is starting.
I'm still going with the Dolphins.
Okay. Tim?
I'm going New England on this one because of that ruling out.
Okay.
I can actually tell you the times I did pick the Patriots this year.
We have it here on the spreadsheet. I can look through it and personally show him the times.
And I can tell you, I picked in some last week. I picked it against them when they played Buffalo. Oh, I'm bringing the receipts for this shit. I'm bringing the receipts. And I also picked it against them when they played Green Bay, too.
He also picked
when
against
them when they played Green Bay. I took the Packers in that team.
Okay, good for you. Whoop de fucking do.
So who you pick?
Oh, you said I'd never picked against them. I'm bringing the receipts.
I'm with you, man. I'm going with the Patriots. I think the Dolphins are fucked.
I don't think so.
And the other truth is the Patriots need to win out to get into the playoffs because of Green Bay beating Miami last week.
I mean, I may change my pick.
Yeah, depends on how the game goes.
Patriots not as good.
It depends on.
They're not that good.
I'll be able to tell within the first 8 minutes of this game whether or not the Patriots are going to beat the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Next game, we got Saints at the Eagles.
Now, here's another game that the Eagles need to look out for because the Saints have been playing really good football. Andy Dalton is on fire right now. Listen, hear me out. I'm not saying the Saints are winning. I'm saying this is another game that the Eagles.
I wasn't going against what you were saying, man.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying. I think I'm going to go with the Eagles, but this is one of those games where it could bite the Eagles in the ass if they're not careful. Gardner Minshew is playing.
Right.
As far as
I was actually going with the Saints. Because Hurts is out, Maddox is out, Johnson is out, AJ Brown is not looking good with his legs, so
they can run the football.
Yeah,
that is the difference.
So with that, you're going with Eagles, Tim?
I'm going with the Eagles.
Look.
I might change it depending on like how that first quarter goes, but I'm gonna go against the Eagles, even if they really needed to win.
I'm on the fence, But I'm on the Eagles side of that fence. But I'm slowly what's that? Strolling back and forth on that fence on that side. I'm not. I mean,
You're
I'm
swinging.
thinking about jumping, but I'm not jumping. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
You're
I get it.
right on that fence line.
Yep. I'm strolling on the Eagles side, but
Yeah,
my
I'm
hand
going
with my
Eagles
hand
myself.
with my hand on the fucking top post.
Next game, we got Colts at the Giants.
Giants.
Agreed.
This is gonna be one of those games.
I'm gonna go with Indianapolis for now and play by ear, like play, see how the game goes.
I am going with you, Rayshawn, because this is one of those games that could literally go either way.
Yeah,
All right, next game we got Broncos at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I think it's a unanimous call there.
It's like Panthers at the Buccaneers. We're all thinking,
Next game is Bears at the Lions. Got another
This
one of who the fuck knows.
this might be a good game.
It'll be a good
Lions
back
still
and
have a
forth
shot at the
game.
playoff.
It'll be high scoring, I can tell you that much.
I think this game will go. It's gonna go into overtime because both
That's
teams are
another
gonna
thing
be
I
able.
wanted to bring up is just about every game between last week and the week before went into overtime.
it was a one possession game. It's been one possession game in a lot of fucking games this past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Damn, Bears and fucking Lions. It's basically offense versus defense, right?
Yeah, so that's it. Honestly, this game could literally end with one team getting the final
The
score
Bears
at
have
the very zero count of the
the
clock.
Bears have the worst defense in the league. And that's never say that. The Bears usually have a very good defense.
They historically have it.
Honestly, their offense is better than their defense. And that's
Damn.
not saying a lot.
I'm gonna go with the Bears in this game.
Okay,
It's one of those games that's a coin flip game, really.
it really is. So, Rayshon, who you taking?
I'm gonna do Lions.
And the next game is Browns at the Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm going Commanders in this because
So here's why I'm going with the Browns. So Heineke is not quarterbacking.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns have a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get after Carson Wentz, and I think that's going to be the downfall of the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm picking the Browns because I need the Packers.
Yeah, for the Packers to get into playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I picked the Giants. Go ahead.
Next game is Jaguars at the Texans. Jaguars have been doing pretty good.
So have the
Last-
I'm going
Texans.
Jaguars.
So have the
Yeah.
Texans. The Texans have been in some games this year. They haven't finished because they Lovie Smith is a terrible head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go with the Jaguars.
He keeps getting head coaching opportunities.
I am going with the Jaguars.
It's just that right now I trust the Jaguars more than the Texans.
You said Jaguars too, right, Tim?
Yes, I did.
Next game, 49ers at the Raiders. I'm just going to type my little map here.
Niners.
49ers.
Is Mike White?
Not yet.
I believe, if I remember the reports correct, he was cleared to come back. Let me check.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I have to stop being winter so I can stop being so itchy.
Right.
I haven't even said what the game was, and then you started asking questions.
Mike White has been cleared to play by the team doctors.
Okay.
Isn't cleared?
Has been.
He has been cleared.
Okay, I think the Jets are winning, man.
So there we
What
go.
do
The
you mean?
next game is Jets at Seahawks.
There we go. I'm going Jets on that one.
Jets.
I just think Mike White gives them a better chance of winning.
Especially better than Zach Wilson.
I don't think he's better than Zach Wilson, but he gives them a better chance to win because
That's what I mean.
next game,
Next game is Vikings at the Packers.
I'm going with the Packers. And here's why. I don't think the Vikings are that fucking good. They
Damn, I
fall
was waiting
behind.
for.
They fall behind 33-0 to the Colts. The Packers have been their own worst enemy at times, but they're healthy. They haven't been healthy when they were playing. Packers are going to win this game, and I think that Christian Watson. Remember that first play of the game? He missed that catch. This is his redemption game. He's going to come out and he's going to have that game like he did the day he returned. He had those 3 touchdowns. He had 4 catches for 3 touchdowns. He had like 100 and some fucking yards receiving. I think I think I think I think the Packers are going to be okay. Again, this is going to be outside. Vikings are not a very good cold weather football team.
No,
Like the
but
fact that they're a Minnesota team.
It's because they play in a fucking dome.
So, Rashawn?
I'm gonna go with the Packers because JP's going with them.
If the Packers lose this game, they're out of the playoffs.
Tim?
yeah. I'm going to go Minnesota on it. I think it's going to be a close game, though.
All right, next game Rams at Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah. Rams trash.
And the last game of the week is Bills at Bengals.
Make the Bills win.
Bills.
Bills.
AFC East champions.
You're going to be the number one seed.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure out, like,
All right. Whew. Down to the nitty gritty here. Last two games of the season. Last 2 weeks of the season.
mm-hmm.
Just saved.
I remember when it was week 2.
Yeah.
And we will be streaming the Super Bowl
Yep.
Yes.
this weekend. I might actually stream the national championship.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's on a Monday night.
Ow.
It's
I
on
am
Monday?
pulling up the fantasy right
Yeah.
now.
National Championship's always on a Monday night.
Oh, I could be there for the Super Bowl. I don't know if I could be there for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already said that.
I'm gonna do what I was gonna say before she wanted to be a biatch about it. I'm gonna step away. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe, be well, and I'll see you tonight over on Morning Good.
Mm-hmm.
So, fantasy is looking quite interesting as we are down to our last week. I, of course, am playing for fifth place. Championship game is between Chaos Knows No Bounds and Black Hammer.
I'm in a championship.
You are in the championship game, and then DJ's Bobbitt's team is taking on NG's team for third place.
I literally beat both Cody and NG's teams. That alone is insane enough.
Yeah, so far, oops, not what I wanted. New details. So far, Cody has the winning win streak right now at 10 wins in a row. Then everybody else is. NG has 2 losses. Bobbit has 1 loss. I have 1 win. JP has 1 loss. Trek has 1 win. Black Hammer has 1 loss. And you have 1 win streak going so far.
Yeah.
So,
But I had to win 2 times in a row to be here.
yeah. Let's go over win streaks. NG has made the most moves in the league.
I've seen that, yeah.
62.
I want to put a cap.
Yeah.
How many moves did I do?
You did 7.
I don't like putting caps on moves because people get hurt.
Yeah, it's true.
And in the NFL, they don't do that.
No.
I don't think they put a cap on moves.
Oh.
Jonathan Taylor, yeah. NG is second in Division 1 still. He's first in Division 1. Yeah. Well, there's still standings.
That's the regular season standings.
I'm still going to read them off because I haven't read them off since midweek.
Uh-huh.
Then we're done with the show. Have a good night, folks. See you over on the Morning Go.
He's going to slap the shit out of you soon.
As I said, there's nothing else to go over. Yes, I said who's facing who for championship round and who's going into third place. Yeah, that's me going into 5th, and you're going into 6th and 7th. Yeah. So that's the end of the show. Have a nice night. We'll see you over on the Horny Goat later tonight. We are playing Blockbuster, the game of movies. It's going to be an interesting concept.
It looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call out for work just
Fucking
before.
Christ.
She's going to stab you.
You're hardly there anyway. Have a good night, folks.
Good night.
Night.